you want to become a vampire. So you go out and you buy little fangs and you put blood on your teeth and you get your hair cut into the, I'd have to get a wig, into the vampire thing and a cloak. And I start sleeping during the day in a coffin and going out at night. I'm really trying hard to be a vampire. And then I start a vampire school and everyone comes along and I give you the teeth and I give you the blood and then I start teaching you about this. And you all feel like, yeah, I'm becoming a vampire, but you're not. Like, to become a vampire, just be bitten by a vampire and these things will manifest. So what happens is that this type of conversation is like being bitten by a vampire. I will never tell you how to sit, how to hold yourself, how to breathe, which part of your body to watch, how to think, how to live, what practices you need to do, nothing. But I guarantee you that these things that you are taught to do, they just start to appear anyway. So you've been bitten. You just become more mindful sometimes, but not always. You suddenly find yourself enjoying doing nothing because for the first time in your life, you're meeting yourself. So you sit there going, and then someone probably watched Buddha do that and be like, what's he doing? Oh, I'm gonna try that. That's good. Yeah. So you see that we're teaching the skills, but not the root. And it's the root that produces these behaviors or not, right? Or not. There's nothing that defines awareness because it's undefinable or indefinable, whichever it might be. That's it. So it's all included. How liberating is that? So when I first did Vipassana, I'll just tell you this story, then we'll finish. I did Vipassana, and it was after 25 days, it was at the Osho Center in Pune, and I did their course called Fresh Beginnings. And at this time, I was in such trauma in my body over my entire life period of how I nothing like, just how I'd grown up. And it was a great course, and we did primal scream, and we beat cushions, and we just danced around, and all the Osho stuff that's amazing. The last 3 days, and I did all that great, like I loved it. The last 3 days was a 3-day Vipassana. And they took us to the gardens, and they sat down, and this is the start of this is like 1 minute into the Vipassana. This is 5 minutes in. This is about 15 minutes in. And the woman come up to me and she said to me, if you want to go for a walk, you can. And then I went for a walk and I come back and then I'm sitting there and I'm going, like it was just so painful to sit still. I was unable to. And they said I could leave, right? Now, I didn't understand about awareness then. So how, even though I'd just done 21 days of de-traumatizing myself, when it come to the Vipassana, it told me that I'm not mindful, that I can't sit still. They didn't say that to me, but the framework is that I can't do this. I failed. And it felt traumatizing to be unable to sit still. And I made jokes about it, but it was like, am I really such a mess? And all I realized is that however my body-mind is, that's how it is. If I sit there doing this, that's all what's happening. So if I'd had the instruction to just leave everything as it is, leave everything as it is, I could sit there and doing this and whatever, and who knows what might come after. Maybe stillness appears. Maybe it never needs to. But that's why with this type of approach, the awareness is primary, everything is included, leave it as it is. And from there, you access the already present, never-ending note of bliss consciousness, which might sound something like that, but continuous in all experience. That's it. Thank you very much for coming. I hope you had fun, and we'll do it again next Sunday. Yeah, my pleasure.
Feel very calm.